next bit of hysteria has been from the over Ebola, has been from the religious right. And Matthew Hagee, who hosts this Hagee Hotline religious thing where people write in, kind of a 700 Club type thing where people ask questions and Matthew Hagee responds. Why anyone at all would take Matthew Hagee's advice, I would venture to say, on any topic at all, I don't really know. But in any case, Matthew Hagee, not surprisingly, saying that Ebola, based on his interpretation of the scriptures, a faulty interpretation, is a sign of the end times.
Ebola fits with what Jesus Christ said in Matthew 24 and 7. In Matthew 24 and verse 7, he said these things were going to transpire in the world before he returned. Nation would rise against nation, kingdom would rise against kingdom, and that there would be famine and pestilence. Pestilence is an illness for which there seems to be no cure. That would certainly describe Ebola.
You might be asking, what else has been a sign of the end times for Matthew Hagee? There's a pretty long list. Matthew Hagee said that the Navy Yard shooter was clearly a sign of the end times. That was years ago at this point. Matthew Hagee said that the Defense of Marriage Act ruling by the Supreme Court was a sign that the rapture of church was about to occur. His dad, who's also a pastor, John Hagee, said that the crisis in Ukraine was the beginning of the last days. Lewis, when is it going to be? Because it seems that they're just throwing darts at a wall blindly and saying this is all just a sign of the end times, yet it never happens.
People like Matthew Hagee and his father have been saying things like this for probably close to 2,000 years. And you know what? You can't attach anything to it because it's totally devoid of substance.
These guys almost seem like they would derive some pleasure from the end times. Like when they imagine the rapturing of millions or billions of people, it's almost like they get off on it.
A lot of people do. A lot of people love the idea of the end times and the rapture because they will ascend. They will go to heaven, and it'll be great. They'll get to see Jesus and friends.
Can we all agree that that's the heaven version of Fox News, right? Instead of Fox and Friends, it's Jesus and Friends.
They're pretty similar.
Can we all admit that if this rapture really is about to happen, we should all stop giving money to people like Matthew Hagee and Pat Robertson, right? I mean, what's the point? At this point, what is your donation to them or to your church going to do for you?
I don't know. Maybe it'll get you an extra, 200 square feet in your condo in heaven. You're not going to need the money. You might as well give it.
I like how he talks about pestilence. The real pestilence is people like Hagee hiding behind their religion to either scam people out of money or discriminate against others. That's the true pestilence I've identified.
I would call the religion itself a pestilence because they'd have to be selling some type of tangible product otherwise.